Hello and welcome. My name is Xander. I will be your instructor through this tutorial. Now, this tutorial is actually part of a whole course which you can access the first stages for free here on YouTube. Now, in this tutorial, I might mention resources and other tutorials. Do check out the link in the video description, which will take you to the playlist, and also there will be a link to the resources so that you can access and follow along here on YouTube. Now, if you like this course, you found it useful, and you want to take that next step, you can find this course over at Udemy. All the links to the resources can be found in the video description. Now, don't forget, also subscribe to the channel for weekly promotions, discounts, and free course giveaways. We've now seen how to insert into individual tables, how to insert when we have a foreign key or one-to-many relationship, and how to insert into tables when we have a one-to-one relationship. So let's take a look at the fundamentals of handling many-to-many inserts. In our database, we have two instances of many-to-many relationships between tables, products and promotion, and the orders and order products. So we're going to focus in on products and promotion event, So what we're going to need to make sure is to follow the rules that we've set out in previous tutorials. So we are going to need some categories. I'm making the assumption that you have watched the previous tutorial, so you have that in place, but I may quickly build one. And then you need a product because we have the foreign key. So we're going to need a category first. And then at that point, we can go ahead and create a promotion event. And at that point, we can then start to think about building a relationship between the product and the promotion event. So we can start to store and save information about what products are in what promotions, or what products are related to what promotion events. Right, so let's first build the data so that we can get to the point of where we can insert and build that relationship between product and promotion event data. So first of all, let's make sure that we have removed all data from the category products and promotion events. Once we have that in place, let's just now add some data back into those tables. And by doing that, we are all on the same footing, although the actual IDs might be different. So here we add or insert into category. So let's select all from category. Let's take a look. That does have ID 20. So you're going to make that change here so that we can insert a product that's going to be related to a category. So this is all knowledge we learned previously. So let's go ahead and insert the product. Okay, so that looks like that has been inserted correctly. Right, so that was the product. And now let's create a record in the promotion events. There isn't any related data here, so we just need to insert into promotion events. I've created some data here which you can use. If you prefer to type out yourself, then please do. That's how you're going to familiarize yourself. Now, remember here, we have the timestamp set, and I think that's everything there in place. So let's insert into the promotion event table. It looks like we have an issue here with the code at the end, which we don't need that just now. So let's remove that and just go for the insert. Apologies. Obviously, you'll probably just see that. Right, so that should now be inserted. So let's select all from the promotion events table. Okay, so that's what we have just inserted. Right, so now we can concentrate on how to connect this product data to the promotion event data. So what we're doing here is we want to record what products are connected to what promotion events. And that data is going to be saved here in the product promotion link table. So we store the product ID as a foreign key and the promotion event as a foreign key. So these two values means that because they are foreign keys, that there has to be a corresponding record in the corresponding tables. So if we add a product ID, it must be a product ID of a product that exists. If we add a promotion event to connect a product to a promotion, that promotion event ID must match the primary key of one of the records in the promotion event table. Now, what you probably just saw there in the code, which I have removed, is that we were going to save the output and then potentially use that to automatically insert the data. But this way is just going to be much clearer, I think. So we have added some products and we've we added a product and a promotion. So we are just going to need to double check that. So promotion events. So let's remind ourselves that the promotion event is number 2. So we're going to populate our next query with 2 to represent the promotion event. And then the product, let's just make sure. Products. So that has an ID of 5. Right, so that's product ID 5. So we're going to simply insert directly into the link table the relationship between the product and the promotion event. So we're going to record the fact that product 5, or product with the ID of 5, is going to be part of this new promotion, which the promotion has an ID of 2. So let's just go ahead and insert that in. And there we go. So we now have a new record in the product promotion events. So if we can select that, which now connects the product with the promotion. Once we start returning data, querying the database and returning data for our needs, that will probably make a little bit more sense as to what we've done there, or it will just add a different layer of understanding potentially. But hopefully you get the general idea of what's happening here in this many-to-many relationship. Because we can't necessarily store, like I mentioned previously, we can't store in products in the category in a field multiple records. So that goes against the principles of normalization and database table design here in relational database management systems. So we have a link table, and in this link table we are able to record the product ID, which is related to a product, and the promotion ID, which is connected to a promotion. And by doing that, we are relating the data from these two tables, and we're able to store information about what products are stored in what promotions. Or sorry, I keep saying that. What products are part of what promotion events. If you take a look at the table that we created, we did have a constraint. We did apply a constraint to it, and that was the fact that the product ID and promotion event should be unique. So if we do try to reinsert the same promotion and product combination, that obviously means that's going to violate our unique constraint that we created. It already exists. If we were able to insert that, we would simply create duplicate data, and that is something that we want to try and avoid when we design our relational database. So that was the basics of handling many-to-many inserts. Okay, so a quick recap. In many-to-many relationships, two tables are linked together through a junction table or a link table, sometimes known as an associate table. Lots of different names. That contains the foreign keys referencing the primary keys of the other two tables. So what we have done here in this tutorial is we first of all populated the database with the data required to insert the category, product, and promotion event data. And then we simply required that data to insert into our new junction or link table. And we used reference to the primary keys of both product and the promotion to build the related data, which allows us now to query the data and to see what products are connected to what promotion events. What you might like to do at this point is to explore further and see if you can then generate the data required and to populate the order products. That will require you to insert data into users and then orders and then order products, assuming you have already inserted into category and products. So that really embeds or really establishes your understanding, because you would need to understand how to follow the database relationships to insert the data correctly first, and then of course insert into the correct table relating to the orders and products. What you might like to do in this case, normally when you make an order, you might order multiple products. So can you insert into the order products link table and actually include multiple rows in one statement? At this point, we have seen now the basics or the fundamentals of inserting data into single tables, both individual and multiple records with different types of relationships. So let's move now to the next tutorial and learn how to delete records from our tables.